What's up, guys? We're back with another motorcycle test kitchen unboxing, and this time we're getting into tools, which is everybody's favorite thing, especially mine. I guarantee you there's at least one 10mm socket and one 10mm wrench inside this box, and hopefully I can get from here to next year without losing either one of them. This is Motorcycle Test Kitchen. It is brought to you by the BMW Motorcycle Owners of America. We do a lot of videos like this, and you can do them too. Like, comment, subscribe, and come on back to the BMW MOA YouTube channel to check out videos like this and all sorts of other stuff. So this is a box that I recently got from my good friends down at the MOA main office. And it says, as you can see, CruzTOOLS Master Pack, handle with care. So it's got a hole in the side so you can see it was handled with care all the way, 2 holes, all the way from there to here. But it's a sturdy box. Look at the staples. 3 holes, 1, 2, 3 holes, and this is a big hole. I mean, look at that hole. That's a big one. It's got staples. This is a heavy duty box. So let's crack it open, see what's inside the CruzTOOLS Master Pack. I'm kind of looking at that with a little bit of hesitation. Am I really a master? I don't know. Very shallow cut because you never know what's inside on the top. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got that feels like a rail of sockets. That feels like a rail of sockets. Some packing material. Ooh, I know what that's for. I'll tell you about that in a second when we go to the close-ups. And then we got a box and a box. More packing material. Ooh, and wow, that's nice. A little folder with a I probably should tell you this is a press kit, which is why they sent me press information. So now we're gonna cut to the close-up camera, and before you cut away, don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. So this is a T50 star wrench. You can see it's specifically long enough for the wheel bolts on the rear wheel of tons and tons and tons of BMW motorcycles. The Boxers, the K-bikes, and this is sturdy. This is nice and heavy. You can't feel that, but trust me, that's nice and heavy. That is going to be a really handy tool, and it's really easy to use, and that's another thing that will get you through a quick roadside repair. It may not give you a torque setting, you know, with a torque wrench, but really handy for a quick and dirty repair especially, and more so for getting the wheel off than putting it back on. It's really, really great stuff. All right, now we're going to see what's in here. And that is 3/8 drive hex bit socket set. So that goes up to, wow, that is a meaty. That goes from 12mm, which is going to be used for things like taking the swing arm off, down to 2.5mm, which frankly covers a lot of RoadTech accessories that you might put on your bike. Wrapped up in the other one, this is the money right here, because this is the star drive. That has nothing to do with the Guardians of the Galaxy. That just means it's Torx, which a lot of people call star drive. It's really, really good packaging. And that goes from T55, which is, I feel like I remember what that's for. I want to say that's like a transmission drain, possibly, whoops, all the way down to T10, which is frankly smaller than most of what you're going to need, but really importantly is this one here, T25, because that's going to get almost all of your body panels off, those little body screws. So that's, and it's on a nice little rail like that. Very, very handy, very convenient. And I put that on backwards. That's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 30, 40, 45, 50, and 55. And on the hex, we've got, I did it on that one too. That's just gonna bother me. I gotta fix that. We've got 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12. 6 and 8 are gonna cover a lot of the things on tons and tons of BMW motorcycles. Now we're gonna look in the boxes. And they sent me 2 boxes. They sent me a RoadTech B2 toolkit that covers BMW motorcycles 2019 and newer. Now, that's a estimation because it's gonna cover a lot of other motorcycles too, and tons of BMWs. Now the 2019s and newer, that's the wet head generation, and with the K bikes, that's like K1600 Grand Americas, baggers, GTLs, things like that. So let's see what's in the box. Got a nice kit here, says CruzTOOLS RoadTech tied. That's not the most convenient thing in the world, but Velcro gets on your nerves after a while. So here's everything inside the kit. We've got a 34 millimeter hex. That's gonna be very useful for doing things like, I don't know exactly, to tell you the truth, because it just blanked. Maybe the front axle, I forgot. Swing arm lock nut, maybe. There's a 13 millimeter wrench, a 12 millimeter. These are combination wrenches. That means you have an open and a box on one end. 12, 10, there's your 10 millimeter wrench right there. 8, an adjustable wrench. Nice smooth action on that monkey wrench. And these are great. You don't necessarily use these for tightening things, but these are great for holding things that you're tightening the other end of. Vice grips, very small ones, so you can't get into too much trouble. I like to call these nut rounders, and I don't mean that in a tasteless way. That's just what they're really good at. But they're good for holding things in place. Tire pressure gauge, some safety wire, very handy, and zip ties. A little kit of Allen keys in a bunch of various sizes. This is a driver that's got a reversible, oh, that's cool. It's got, oh, this is cool, right? So the whole thing is reversible. You put either end in and it locks in place. And then each end has a Phillips on one side and a flathead on the other so that you can swap those around. And that's got a tiny flathead for maybe adjusting your suspension. And it's got a little ball bearing to help keep it in place. That's very cool. There's a Loctite 242, whatever that is. And here's a bunch of Torx Drive Allen style wrenches, right? I'm not gonna pull those out because I'll never get them back in. Here's some duct tape, which is very handy. Everybody needs duct tape. And just about the cutest little ratchet driver I think I've ever seen. And it's got an extension. That converts it up to, that is an axle tool right there. So that's how you get your front axle off. So this other thing here doesn't go to the front axle, but this does. And that looks like a 19 on one side and a 22 on the other. And then we've got some sockets. There's a 13, 12, 10, don't lose it. And I'm betting that's an 8. I'm not pulling that one out, it's tiny. And of course, then it all comes in this very convenient package. they also sent me this kit for Indian motorcycles because they remembered that I ride an Indian motorcycle. And I don't carry tools around with me because I haven't had a toolkit and I haven't had time to put one together. So this will come in very handy for Indian motorcycles, the IN2 RoadTech set for Indian. And I'm betting it's gonna have a lot of the same things that the other one did, but let's check it out. Oops. Well, we know what that is. Ooh, look. It's got red instead of gray. All right, and it looks like we've got all the same tools, except there's some differences here. So here we've got two, oh, I know it's, okay, these are gonna let you adjust your belt drive or your chain if you have an FTR like I do. And they've got a 14 in the middle, 22 and a 27 on the ends. Very handy. That is to adjust your rear shock. Very, very thoughtful inclusions from CruzTOOLS in that regard. And this pocket is big enough for the both of those. Then we've got a 13 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter combination wrenches, right? That's open on one end, box on the other. And those are nice 12-point things there. An 8-inch adjustable wrench or monkey wrench, depending on where you're from. A tiny pair of vice grips, tire pressure, safety wire, zip ties, 5 Allen wrenches, 5 Torx wrenches, the reversible screwdriver, and the same set of sockets. Now this has a different size mechanism for the front axle than the one in the BMW kit. And it's got a nice considerate E-clip here to prevent you from putting it in too far. So that's very handy. And a little bit of duct tape. All right, now we are gonna cut back up to the big view. So as you can see, there's a lot of tools here that will take care of tons and tons of regular maintenance. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them to the test with regular maintenance. The BMW kit on BMW motorcycles and the Indian kit on Indian motorcycles. And I will post some more videos on that. You'll see the BMW kit videos right here on Motorcycle Test Kitchen, which is kind of my favorite playlist on the BMW MOA YouTube channel, but that's just me, you know. And then the Indian tools you'll see on videos over on the Moto Chiba, CHIBA YouTube channel. No matter what kind of motorcycle you ride, I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, comment, come back to the BMW MOA for fun and educational YouTube contents, and check out the Amen Allied Motorcycle Entertainment Network as well, where you might see some of these tool videos too, because I'm taking on Doug and his assertion that you should build your own toolkit from scratch and not bother with any of these pre-made kits. Excuse me, assembled kits. Somebody else does the hard work for you. This looks like really good high quality kit. I'm very excited to try these out on the motorcycles, and I'll be looking for you in the review videos that'll be up in just a few months after I've had a chance to use both of these kits on BMW and Indian motorcycles. Until then, I encourage you to ride safe, whether you're on road or off, and we'll take it easy, both sides of the camera. Bye. That's the best part of this stuff. You get stickers.